Hello!
Hi.
We made it. I mean, I made it. You were just fine. I don't think anyone was worried about you. I met Char on YouTube a few years ago, becoming good friends, and now that he's gone for a New England road trip, we got to meet in person. I've met YouTube people in real life before. It just looks like they're in like freakishly high definition.
Yesterday I walked to Vermont, which was not a great idea.
How many hours did that take?
No, I didn't walk to Vermont. Okay. I took a bus to Hanover, New Hampshire, because I'm a nerd and I wanted to visit more states. There was a cute boy at a bookstore and he was asking if I was a member of the bookstore, and I was like, I'm probably not going to be I'm probably not going to be in New Hampshire anytime soon, which is not a good way to flirt. Oh well. Then I walked over the bridge to Vermont so I could get another state in, and I bought some baked goods there.
We can either begin the quick tour of my town's history, or we could go to my house and you could get mauled by my evil dog.
Let's do the mauled by the cruel dog.
Oh, ow! I forgot there's a roof here.
I heard that Bernie and Phil's furniture is a big deal.
You have never heard of Bernie and Phil?
I don't know what it is.
No one in New England can turn on a television or radio for 5 seconds without... Wow, I am learning about our culture difference. It's like how only New Englanders say wicked, apparently.
When I watch Zoom, they would always say, that's wicked! When that was my dream for a while, was to go to Boston and become a Zoomer.
By the way, we're stuck in a traffic jam.
Plenty of time to fix our hair.
I'm always fixing it.
I guess we just don't have furniture in the Midwest. We just sort of sit on rocks.
Do you have Dunkin' Donuts?
We do have Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, see, we have a lot in common after all. Of all the amazing things about Char, he is the only person to have ever tamed my crazed aggressive dog, and immediately, she loves him. I couldn't believe it. He truly is the second coming of Mr. Rogers. I thought I must be doing this wrong because this didn't feel unreal like when I've met big YouTubers, but I wasn't meeting a celebrity. He was my friend who looks mostly like the screen and sounds mostly like the phone. We wanted to bridge this gap between us, and we did. That was us. We made this hot, sweaty, aching day happen because that's a thing you can just do. If you want to spend time with someone, you can make it happen. Even if it's just a comment or an email or a weekly phone call, and then it's a road trip. To welcome him to Easton, I planned out a speed run of my town, hitting up the historical landmarks I'd explored in a previous video. This here, Ames Free Library, won the Best Library in America award twice, which makes it the best library in America
I am an architecture nerd, so this is Richardsonian Romanesque, really old medieval churches, like pre-Gothic. Not very many windows, so it's dark inside.
And now return we to the Oaks Ames Memorial Hall up against the sun where you can't see anything.
When I played soccer, I was the one who thought it was a good idea if everybody just walked, so then we wouldn't sweat as much.
Here's the old train station, which apparently, like 10 years from now, is being made into an MBTA stop.
God, I am train nerding out right now. Then we have an 18-pack of Doritos, which, I mean, historians have good taste.
Doritos were invented in 1714 by Lisa Frank.
They were actually Benjamin Franklin's favorite snack.
Which most people don't know are a New England tradition dating back to the 13th century.
And they were eaten by this dragon here.
Yes, there are also dragons on the train station because, as everyone knows, trains are dragons. They're just sleeping. But when they wake...
I wish I knew tree names.
It's Gregory.
Okay. New England just feels fancy to me. Everything's like older.
Yeah, that's kind of what the Ames do. They build really nice places to live and then they just yeet. This broken shutter is actually a storied piece of New England history. It was originally a non-broken shutter, but then it was tried as a witch and found guilty.
Yeah, it's a tragic story. I remember. I was there for that.
You got two options for dinner. We can go out for the best pizza in town, or stay in for the best pasta in town. And keep in mind that my pasta has received such glowing reviews as it's edible.
Okay, viewers, you need to help me here. The poll is about how I can tell Mark that I would prefer pizza without letting him down.
That's good. Get back to us on that, viewers. Leave your best comments about how to tell me that my pasta is inedible.
Until then, we will not eat dinner.
Lots of fun places around here at this here mansion. So, hey, MTV, check out my crib. You know these people were filthy rich because they had outdoor windows. I love this place. Can we buy it?
Everyone wants a gay couple to buy their house.
Look at his Mr. Rogers socks.
Oh yeah. It's a re-gift from my father. He was voted the Mr. Rogers of toxicology.
Look at how positively perilous this is. I love it. You could like easily die, and it's so cozy. I'm not as good at these day vlogs as I used to be. Instead of using my camera to explore the world, I'm only taking it out for action. This whole day, I was so focused on the objectives of the speed run and the ticking clock that I forgot to live in the moment. I didn't think, I didn't breathe, I hardly even glanced at the friend who was here to see me. I'm learning a lot about how to slow down, how to take a chance, how to say yes. Writing this is helping me to process these days. So we wrapped up the night with the best pizza in town, followed by the best ice cream. On the second day, I went to him, staying with his Boston friends, Neil and Ariella. I got caught up in a sweaty errand that took far too long, and we tried to bake a rainbow cake with the YouTube logo, but you can see how that turned out. Neil took us for a walk while he ranted about zoning and housing policies. Not topics which resonated with me, but his passion was certainly rejuvenating. I can listen to a rant about anything as long as someone's passionate. And like good friends, Neil and Char managed to get only clips of me losing at ping pong. Yeah, so I tried to make these days run smoothly, but trying ain't good enough. But the point of making these days run smoothly was to have a good time together, and we still succeeded there. We failed to make a cake, but we succeeded in making a memory. I think about all the memories I never would have made had I not decided to start vlogging in London. Places I wouldn't have gone, the friends I wouldn't have reached out to. I failed to get 1 million subscribers, but I succeeded in making a small handful of very good friends, who are worth so much more than 1 million strangers. I think about how as a kid I thought I'd be a traitor to give up on my dreams of becoming the very best like no one ever was. Surely when people give up on that dream, they are failures. But truly, it's because eventually we find something or someone even better than a lifetime of unquenchable battles. We glorify victory, but that's not what brings happiness. For most of my biggest victories in life, I had no one to celebrate with. And let me tell you, I did not feel like a winner. But failing with a friend? Now I feel whole. We celebrated some good news at a Greek food festival. I was hesitant because of the crowd, but because I said yes, I got a new experience, and the opportunity to meet some of Ariella's friends, who are amazingly wonderful, interesting, and interested people. We talked about vegetarians, vlogs, fencing in Rome. We even took our food to a scenic little park donated to Boston by a wealthy family, apparently a New England staple now. There's something beautiful about strangers crossing paths to share just one experience together. All things in moderation, certainly. There are people I couldn't bear to meet just once, but this is meaningful too. I started making vlogs like this in London because just as I once counted the days until this meeting, I'm already counting the days since. I wanted to capture these moments, remember them, and relive them on those days when I can't see the light anymore. Char decided to go on a road trip, and I decided to meet him, and when plans went awry, he chose to stay hopeful, and so I chose to stay persistent. We willed these beautiful moments into being, and we will create more in the future. I am still posting now and then. This is when the old Mark not so jokingly begs you to like and subscribe, because I do love sharing these videos with you. But the present Mark has decided to be happy if just a few of you got something out of it. Go meet your YouTube friends. Go make some friends on YouTube. Go meet your YouTube friends. Life will try to say no, but you don't have to let it stop you. You can just do this stuff. YouTube and make friends. If you're not making friends, what's the point of anything in life?